welcome to this beautiful Tuesday. My name is Marianela Parra from Bantani Education. I'm based in Madrid and super happy to be here. We're just going to wait 5 seconds for everybody to join in. Please feel free to use the chat to introduce yourself, to connect with others, because this is all about connecting and networking with each other. So please tell us where you're joining from. If you want to share your LinkedIn profile or any social media connection, please do so. Feel free to use the chat for this. We are very, very happy to have you here. I want to welcome you to our first of many Entrepreneurship4All Academies. Okay, this one dedicated to the fascinating world of networking. And actually, today we are live from the SME Assembly, who is happening right now in Budapest. We have a few of our partners there. Hello, we have Lisa McMullen, we have Vasiliki Chatsipetru, and also Paolo Montemuro right there in Budapest, who will tell us in a few minutes all about it and how you're finding the SME Assembly there in Budapest. You'll have some chance to share with us who are home how everything is going on. Okay, so if you allow me, I'm going to share my screen in a second. Okay. Because I just want to, for those of you who are new to Entrepreneurship4All, I just want to introduce you to this amazing project, which we are actually enjoying very much. Entrepreneurship4All is for everyone who has an idea and wants to develop it and make it true, or anyone who, 1 second, because of course or anyone who is already in the middle of this amazing venture and would like to step it up and develop it even further. Entrepreneurship4All is an initiative of the European Union, and we are lucky to be surrounded by amazing organizations and people who are developing content, resources, opportunities for all of us to connect, to learn together, to share. So we have Bantani Education, EIT Food, PEEP, Enterprise Evolution, Matera Hub, Read Lab, All Continent, All Digital, and the Women's Organization. And of course, we're also guided by a very cool, I have to say, global expert panel who are guiding our way through. So Entrepreneurship4All is not just an e-learning platform. We are full of innovative opportunities, as I just said, for learning. We some of these things that you see on screen are already there for you. Others are about to be shared with everybody. We have a tool that will help you understand maybe where to start. We have a very cool chatbot in there, a library full of amazing resources to go through, free for you, downloadable, to just develop your own competences. We are going to have a lot of live events and programs like this ones, like the Academy, which you're going to see what it's all about in a minute. We are developing, or we already are, a very wide all over Europe and beyond, we must say, because we have people from all over the globe, this learning community who are here together to grow together, to improve together, to learn from each other. We are also developing some very cool VR experiences to make learning a whole new immersive journey for everybody. And of course, we have our website where you can find all of this info. Okay, if I may go to the next one, just in a few words before I give the floor to my colleague, Gabriela Anteza, who has very good things for us to share today. I just can say maybe that Entrepreneurship4All is all about bringing your ideas to life or supercharging that venture that it's already going on. Okay, it's a way also to find a personalized journey for you, a learning journey for you, where because you might, for example, be super efficient in the digital world, but might need to upscale your financial skills. So you will find an opportunity for you, for your specific needs there. We are developing very curated, accessible, inclusive content targeted to special audiences, including for women, okay, and all, of course, based on the real skills that are needed nowadays, based on real challenges, the real world out there, okay? So as I said at the beginning, this is the first of our Entrepreneurship for All academies. We are planning many, okay? They're on their screen there, the first ones that we already have ready for you. So after these 3 days, okay, because we're going to meet tomorrow and the day after as well at the same time for an hour, we're going to have one dedicated to well-being in January. We are already developing some wonderful strategies for you there, for all of us, honestly, because this is for us as well. Another one in March for women, okay, for women entrepreneurs. Another one just before the summer about innovation and creation. So that we use that time off to recharge our creative energy. And then we are also preparing some for finance, for developing our finance skills, financial skills. So as you can see, Entrepreneurship for All is not only about learning, okay? It's a community, a community of people where every step you take is a step forward. So thank you, Gabi, for being here. I'm going to stop sharing now and I leave the floor to you.
Thank you, Marianella, for such an exciting introduction to Entrepreneurship for All, and welcome everyone to the very first live session of the Entrepreneurship for All Academy. We are excited to have you all here, of course, and we will kick off this important topic that is networking. And before, however, diving into the topic, let's take a moment to reflect on what networking really is, why it is important, and what it means to you. Because whether you are attending large conferences like our colleagues over there at the Assembly, SME Assembly, or focused smaller gatherings, well, networking can be a game changer for your entrepreneurial journey. So for this reason, I'm going to share my screen very quickly. Okay. So for this reason, I would like to invite you and join this interactive poll. So you can see the QR code here on the left-hand side of the screen. Just scan it. I'll give you a few seconds so that you can share your thoughts about networking, just to start kick off the live session with your insights. Okay, I'm going to share the poll with you, so you will always have access to the Mentimeter QR code so that you won't miss it. Okay, so this is a very quick survey for you, for us, for all of us to explore networking and how it is important for growth. So what matters most to you when we talk about networking? The first thing we would like to know is how you would define networking in one word. So just stop typing and we will see what words will appear. Community. And that's the first one. Clients database. Growth. Okay, I can already see 3 different perspectives. Nice. Relations. Partnerships. Right. Power. I like that one. Exhausting. Oh, you're so right. That can be physically and mentally exhausting, especially if you have specific objectives you want to gain out of your networking event. The second is going quite quickly, meeting new people, opportunities, social anxiety. Oh, that's so lovely to see, different approaches to this networking and what it really means from a human point of view as well, not only from a business point of view. Knowledge, yes. Sharing, new skills, that's really interesting. exciting. Oh, okay. You can see there are different approaches. Potential, yes, people. And I think I named them all.
Social anxiety. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
this is what I read earlier. Yes, social anxiety. I totally agree. I can see myself in many, actually in all these words, because that's all the different meaning that networking can have, depending on where you are, why you're there, if you're alone or not, and so on. So thank you very much. Let's move to the second question. Oh, okay. I can see people are already answering. So what is the most important reason why networking is essential for you as an entrepreneur? Here we proposed some key reasons why, of course, not all of them, but what can be more reasonable and resonate with your personal and professional life. So it can be important to build strong business partnerships that support your growth, to gain valuable insights and expand your knowledge, which connects to the previous words that you named, to stay informed about current trends and opportunities, to connect with potential clients, and to learn from and be inspired by peers and mentors. Okay, let me remove this one. Okay, so the top one so far is to gain valuable insights and expand your knowledge. Followed by build strong business partnerships, and then connect with potential clients or customers or audiences. It depends on what kind of business you have. Okay, that's quite interesting. But as you can see, it can have different reasons depending on different people. Okay, but the top one still remains to gain valuable insights and expand your knowledge. Great. Okay, so I think we can move to the next question, which deals with different formats of networking events. You may join very different types of events and happenings that offer networking opportunities. So what type of networking events do you prefer? This is just, let's say, an overview, an outline of the main ones. So it can be large conferences and assemblies, online webinars and virtual meetings, workshops and small groups. And I think I missed one, online webinar, no, a one-on-one working meeting. So the top one, let me remove the QR code. Okay, the top one is workshops and small groups, followed by online webinars. I can see the large conferences and assemblies where our colleagues are is the last one. Okay, so that is even more interesting to hear from our
I
colleagues
guess it
there.
has to do with the social anxiety.
Yes, probably. Okay, so I think that we reached the end of the survey. I don't think there are more contributions. So yes, the winner is workshops and small groups. Yes. Okay, so thank you very much for participating in this in this survey. And now, okay, the contributions, your valuable contributions to this survey will help us to shape our conversation today, together with live contributions from our colleagues that are joining the SME Assembly. Now, just to set the scene for you, I will refer to my colleague, Lisa McMullen, just because she's our main reference there. But as you see, she's surrounded by other colleagues, Vasiliki and Paolo Montemurro. And so we will have different contributions live on how networking can really offer opportunities and what kind of opportunities and strategies you may apply to leverage networking. So Lisa, as you can read, is the Director for Development at the Women's Organizations. She's joining the SME Assembly 2024. Just to give you a brief outline of this event. This is the Europe's premier event for small and medium-sized enterprises that is held annually as part of the European SME Week. And this year, as you can see, it takes place in Budapest from the 18th to 20th of November. Alongside the Hungarian presidency of the Council of the EU. And this event features different happenings from expert panels to roundtables, interactive workshops, masterclasses, and extensive networking opportunities to support small and medium-sized enterprises in their sustainability and digitalization efforts. So, hi, Lisa, over to you. I introduced a little bit just to set the scene, but then it's up to you. I will stop sharing my screen. There you are.
Okay, thanks, Gabriella. I just want to check
welcome.
you can hear me okay. You
Yes.
can. Okay, thanks everyone. I'm here at the SME Assembly, sat in a tiny room in a corner next to my banner. And I find a quiet spot because really it's very busy here this morning. I've started off people in it and then a panel, so already there's been lots of learning. But just for everyone's information, I am Lisa, as you can see, Lisa McMullen. I work for the Women's Organisation and I'm particularly interested in women's entrepreneurship in the UK, and Ireland is where I've got most experience, but I'm really enjoying the opportunity of coming here and being able to meet colleagues who are working to support women's entrepreneurship across Europe. And what I can say, Gabriella, is already this morning I've been inspired by a number of women entrepreneurs who've been on the stage.
Great, Lisa. So you were saying that we shared a survey with our participants. So I would like to connect the results from this poll with your views and your thoughts and experiences in this assembly. So the first thing that we explored was about the real meaning of networking. And as you can see, it means different things to different people. So my question to you and then to the other colleagues is, in your view, why is networking so relevant for business professionals in general, but for entrepreneurs especially?
Okay, thanks, Gabby. I had thought about this because you give me the heads up about the kind of thing to be thinking about. And, you know, for me, I thought, okay, this is very much about keeping me up to date and learning and understanding what's important to SMEs and to entrepreneurs, so that I can really make sure that the services that we develop and the materials that we produce are relevant and useful. And I think that's really important. And so it is learning. But having been here this morning, I think probably the biggest impact is that I've been energized by listening to people, and the inspiration from, you know, some of our talks this morning already they're challenging and they're controversial, and they're making us stop and think and say, how can we really make a difference to be able to support SMEs, you know, in a sustainable and a ethical way. So that's from me.
Thank you very much. That is really inspiring. I have a second question, and maybe Basiliki or Paolo may answer if they feel like. You are at the SME Assembly, a large conference where there are different experts, colleagues, peers, whoever. So my question to you is, this kind of assembly, large conferences, can really offer opportunities for entrepreneurs. But what motivates you to participate in such gatherings, and what do you hope to gain from these kind of events?
Sidiki, do you want to start, or
I will. Thank you, Paolo. Thank you. Hello from Budapest. I hope you're hearing me well because I'm in an open space. Thank you for having us here. It's great to, I don't know, you know, let's try transfer the feeling of what is happening here. It's vibrant, it's vivid, it's very, it's stakeholders and people involved with entrepreneurship, either as startups, entrepreneurs, public organizations, private companies, policymakers in all levels, may I say, from smaller municipalities somewhere in Europe to Brussels and the Commission and agencies of the Commission. So it's important to understand, to transfer what we feel, replying to the question, Gabriella, is about getting an idea of the world and being there and being relevant to the world and being relevant with what is being discussed, and understand that, you know what, this is not that far away from me as an entrepreneur. It actually has to do with what I do in everyday efforts, my efforts every day as an entrepreneur to start my business, grow my business, have a resilient business, have a productive business, a constructive business, a creative business, an innovative business. All these things are being discussed here. They are being discussed by people coming from all different sorts of backgrounds, all different corners of Europe, and all different, sizes, paths, experiences, expertises. And this brainstorming only makes us stronger and more insightful, and we gain out of it. So I'll stop here. And I don't know, I definitely have missed a lot of the things I can say. I'm excited, and I hope I can, if I could share some of my excitement through that screen. And I'll leave Paolo. I leave Paolo
Yeah,
to help me out
no,
here.
I think it's you shared a lot of already good reason why it is what motivates us to actually take 3 flights to get to Budapest. I would add just one thing that is related to the feeling of really understanding through these events that we are part of this common internal European market, and so all of the entrepreneurs here are focused on more or less the same challenges, seeing the same opportunities for development. So it's really when you have this chance to listen to good practices stories from different European countries that you really understand the importance of it being part of this common market and the opportunities that we have. And the other thing is that to me this is it's a big conference, so you have the risk of losing some very interesting panels, or even not having the chance to talk to all the people that you wanted to, that you book in your app when you are coming here. But I think this is the right place if you want to talk with, of course, the Commission, national agencies, intermediaries, directly entrepreneurs. There is a variety of actors that it's really unique, and I think that this is very relevant for those who are looking at networks to grow their business at international level.
Actually, you gave me a hint for another question, Paolo, if you want to start answering. Actually, you highlighted that you're joining the SME Assembly, which is an in-person large conference event. So my question is, we know that networking can come in different types, as we saw through the survey as well. So my question is, do you think there are particular advantages in joining in-person conferences? And how do you decide which type of event best suits your professional, personal goals?
Thank you, Gabriela. This is a very good question, especially considering that we are coming from years where everything happened online, and that we were getting used to online matchmaking events and other things. Actually, the SME Assembly is also broadcasted online for those who couldn't be live here. So I really think that there is the human touch that the digital dimension doesn't allow to express in full. And I think that with this is probably because I am Italian, but some of the best business partnership have been created by sharing food, or being together with a coffee, having the chance to really get a feeling of what the person from the other side is like. Think that the screen, it's because we have so many other meetings happening during the day. I took only the time for this connection out of my agenda, and the rest of the time I will be fully into the conference, so that you are together with the people, you meet the people, you meet people that you already had in the past. So yeah, I think that is very important. And how I select the events, of course, we belong to networks, and sometimes we join the events because we are part of networks, and there's updates from the networks. I try to personally, this is my personal interest, to really go where I can listen firsthand information and anticipation for what is coming, especially from the European Commission side when it comes to small and medium enterprises initiatives and
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, because all the things that you said, Lisa, Vasiliki, and Paolo, they are all shaping our conversation, and they all connect the flow of the topics that we are going to explore, although we have half an hour, but trust me, we'll make it, and we'll go through all very much interesting issues. So thank you very much for, how can I say, shedding light on this really important topic that is networking. So enjoy your day.
If I may, Gabriela, just before we go, sorry, I know have run out of time. One thing to add to what Paolo said, networking is working. So irrespectively of the kind of event, is about building trustful, impactful relationships, leading to impactful results, generating impactful results, and have a meaning, a beneficial meaning. But it's about relationships. Someone wrote it in your Menti as well. So it takes time, and irrespective of the kind of event, it always requires follow-up, it requires consistency, it requires effort, respect, and continuity. And to, networking is like, I think of it as weaving, and we're all different dots in the huge space that Europe is. So if you're on one dot and the other dot is in some other country, you have to connect and you have to make an effort, and you will gain from that. That's for sure.
Thank you very much, because whatever you said is exactly what I'm going to talk about. Thank you so much, so helpful.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Enjoy your day. Don't get stressed too much. Don't get that social anxiety that was mentioned, and enjoy it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Gabby, before we go on to with the next activity, I just wanted to say that Ellen McCallan, who's also there live on the SME Assembly, has shared with us in the chat the link for those who are interested to be live there and see what's happening. There's a link where you can connect, you can register, and you have access to the conferences and everything that's happening there. So that's on the chat. Okay.
Thank you very much, Marianella. You are my second eye. Actually, you are my eye on the chat, because I cannot see it. Okay. So thank you very much. And if you have the opportunity to connect here and there, Paolo, Vasiliki, and Lisa, feel free, of course. Bye. Okay, so now we can take these ideas further and delve into some key insights on networking. And specifically, I'm going to share my screen again. There we are. Here is Lisa again. Okay, so we can share some further insights on networking, specifically how we can build meaningful connections. So first of all, now we know, after all the contributions live that we got from other colleagues and experts, that networking is not only just about meeting people, it's not just that. It is a process of building and nurturing professional relationships that can lead to new opportunities, collaborations, and insights. So that is vital for business professionals and entrepreneurs especially. But why? Well, very quickly, and it was mentioned by our colleagues there as well, and I think it's shareable by everyone. First of all, because it helps build strategic partnerships, because the right connection can really open doors to partnership that elevate your business. But it's also important, this is what Vasiliki highlighted in the last things that she said, it's also helpful to keep up with industry trends. Basically, networking keeps you informed about changes and advancements so that you can stay competitive. This is what Vasiliki was sharing as well. But it's also important for peer learning. What do we mean by that? It's important to gain knowledge from peers and mentors. So learning from experiences of others can really provide practical advice and new perspectives. And finally, but not because it's the last important thing, expanding visibility. What does that mean? It helps broaden your market reach and visibility. So expanding your network can really help increase your brand's exposure and reach more clients, customers, or audiences, depending on the type of businesses you have. So going back to the important issue of different types of networking events that you may choose and join, of course, here there is a brief overview of the 4 key ones. And as you can see, it is highlighted that choosing the right networking events is really important because it shall align with your goals, which can be personal or professional goals. So here there is, for instance, the large conferences and assemblies, which basically offer like this one at the SME, which offer high-level connections with industry leaders, experts, and potential partners. And they are best for gaining insights, staying up to date with trends, and meeting a wide range of professionals. So here, as you can read, the tip that we can assume is that these kind of events are ideal for expanding your network and exploring new opportunities on a larger scale. Conversely, we have workshops and small groups, which, if I remember well, were the top ones that you prefer. And basically, these can offer focused discussions and hands-on learning with experts and peers. And they are best for in-depth engagement, learning best practices, and building relationships with those that share your interests. So the tip here is that they are perfect for developing specific skills or knowledge and forming deeper, lasting connections. Then we have online webinars and virtual meetups, which can offer convenient often global access to industry-specific content and discussions. And of course, they are best for gaining knowledge and networking without geographic limitations. So the tip here is that they are great for time and cost-efficient networking, especially if you're looking to connect remotely or internationally. Finally, we have one-on-one networking meetings. They offer personalized attention and focused conversations, and they are best for building deeper, more meaningful relationships and discussing specific business opportunities. The tip here is that they're ideal for follow-ups, and this is very important, as we will see, after initial encounters and larger events, or to pursue targeted connections. So here we have 3 key tips for effective networking that we can sum up after this first half an hour of this session. First of all, you always need to set clear goals for what you want to achieve from networking, whether that is learning, forming partnerships, or finding a mentor. Secondly, remember that consistent follow-up, and this is what our colleagues were highlighting as well, and focusing on how you can bring value to others is really important. So follow-up can turn brief connections into lasting relationships, and this is what you want. And thirdly, approach networking, this was mentioned by our colleagues as well, with a mindset of mutual benefit. So always think that and how you can provide value to others besides gaining your benefits, of course. So far, we can say that we have covered these key takeaways. First of all, effective networking fuels personal and business growth. It is important to have clear goals, to apply consistent follow-up and focus on how you can bring value to others. Then diversifying your approach by participating in different range and types of events can really strengthen and expand your professional network. And finally, it is very important to take some time to reflect. How can you integrate these strategies into your networking efforts? For instance, Think about your most recent interaction. What could you have done differently based on these tips, hints, and strategies that we are sharing today? Take a moment to consider these questions and think about how applying these practices can really transform your networking into a powerful tool for your growth. So as we wrap up, let's take action. So first of all, practice one new networking tip today, whether that's following up with a contact or attending an event with a specific goal in mind. And remember, this is again just a reminder that consistency is key. So set a plan to engage with your network regularly and follow up after events. So now I think it's time to move from theory to practice. And to truly benefit from today's session, we thought that it is important to go through a very quick activity, only 10 minutes, but that will help to apply what we've learned and shared today in a way that resonates with your personal and professional goals. So for this reason, I'm inviting you to join this 10-minute Miro board. I'm going to, my colleagues are going to share the link in the chat so that you can access the Miro board. And I'm going to show you the Miro board just to help you get familiar with it. Okay, so this is the activity, very simple one. You will have 10 minutes and you will work in breakout rooms, so in groups. We called it the Insights in Action Wall, okay? So first of all, as a group, each of you will share at least one insight or takeaway from today's session, explaining why that one is important to you. Secondly, as a group, you will identify 2 key insights or takeaway that stood out based on your conversation. And then, based on the 2 takeaways, you will decide on 1 action step that you can take to apply your networking insights. And finally, you will choose a person, a spokesperson that can share your group's thoughts in plenary. I see that there is there a hand up? No. Okay. As you can see, each group will have a board inside the big Miro board to work on. So the breakout room 1 will be room 1, group 1. You will work on this one just to help you out. To be able to type in the sticky notes, you just need to double click, type in it, and then click outside the sticky note. If you want to add more, you can either copy and paste, or you can click on the icon here on the left, choose the color, and place it here. And again, double click and type in it. The same, of course, can be applied to all the board. And I think, unless you have questions, we can proceed with this very quick activity. Oops. Okay, so that's your board, dear participants. So nice to see all the things that you jot down as your thoughts. Okay, so who is the brave participant, the brave person who presents the outcomes and the insights from group 1, in breakout group 1? Any volunteer or anyone who was appointed for that?
We kind of forgot to appoint.
Okay, so if you wish, if you feel like you can be the presenter, the spokesperson for the group, please go ahead.
So maybe very shortly. So the main takeaways were, okay, networking is very important also for your own growth, but also it's really an investment, it's work, and it's investment both of your time and also sometimes a financial investment. So therefore, it's very important to have clear, identifiable goals before you participate to a networking event, so you really get the most out of it.
Great, excellent. Sorry, Sophie, right? Yeah. Can you tell us just 2 words about yourself, just to know?
So I'm Sophie van Bezien. I'm professionally, I'm a consultant, like a finance and strategy consultant. But
Okay.
besides my work, I'm working on a startup in fermentation, which is really still at the very, very start. So I can't say too much about it, but it's a bit of both worlds.
Great, great. Thank you so much, Sophie, for presenting your insights and for sharing them. Thanks a lot. You will have the opportunity together with the others to connect even better in the next sessions. Thank you very much. So let's move quickly to room 2. Who is the spokesperson for room 2 or the volunteer who wishes to present the insights from this quick activity? Is there anyone? Otherwise, I will read it out for you if you prefer. So in the second group, the takeaways, top takeaways were that networking is a good opportunity to know better your industry. That's good. And the other one said, I agree. Okay, so do research so you can invest your time in the best way. Yes, definitely. And connect with people on LinkedIn. Yes. In the next session, we will actually explore this other key element that is part of the networking world, let's say, how you connect to people even before joining events. So that's a really good reflection. Thank you very much. For group 3, is there anyone who wishes to present the reflections shared in this group, number 3?
I can volunteer.
Oh, thank you so much.
With
Thanks
pleasure.
a lot.
Hello. Hello, and thank you for this nice program. We're working in our group and we discover more than 2 even insights, feedback, follow-up, continuity, also the opportunities of big events to find, and also the need for the follow on after the big events one-to-one. And we've been thinking, what is the golden rule if this continuation will be successful, one-to-one continuation. And our take off from this part is that the continuation is only possible if the both sides see an added value in it. So if there is kind of demand and if there is kind of value proposition at the same time from both sides. So in that case, both sides are interested.
Exactly, I totally agree with you. This is what we mentioned earlier, a mindset of mutual benefit. So yes, I totally agree with you. Thank you so much. Can you tell us a few words about you?
Yeah, so I am business innovation coach in a couple of European Commission initiatives programs like European Innovation Council Accelerator, Blue Invest, and European Defense Community, let's say.
Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hope to see you in the next live sessions as well. Thanks a lot. Okay, so now it's the turn of room 4, group 4. Is there any volunteer or any spokesperson that was appointed for that?
Yes, that was me.
Oh, hello.
Hello. I thought it was interesting that when it was pointed out to set clear goals, consistent follow-up, and add value, because as you know, I'm self-employed. And so for me, and I work in tech, and when you go to these big tech events, it's very overwhelming. And what I did was I tried to speak to everyone. That didn't work out very well.
I may guess why.
Yeah, and plus I'm autistic, and so after a while, I just walk up to somebody and start my spiel. I wouldn't introduce myself or anything like that. And so, mental health wise, you know, it's always better to maybe do some research beforehand, see who has maybe a diversity and inclusion program already, and you know, target specific people. Do a little bit of research, like try to find out who's going to be there. You know, if there's somebody maybe from HR or a leadership position. I thought that was really good. So more preparation, basically, and have something in mind. The value proposition was brought up as well. and to know what the outcome, what do you want from that connection, right? I thought that was really
Exactly.
important.
Yes. Thank you so much. You said something about yourself. Would you like to add something else, or are you fine with it? We know a little bit now about you, but if you wish
Yeah,
to...
I mean, you know what no, I'm just so I work with other autists, right? So that's my business. So that's what I do. I work as a coach basically for a large tech company, and I coach all their employees who are autistic or have ADHD.
Okay, so thank you very much for your contribution, and of course to all the group members as well. And so now we can move to the last room, I think. Yes, it's room 5.
Gabi, I have to confess that we were very bad in room 5 because we were good and bad. We were networking. We were getting to know each other, getting to see how we could help each other, what we do, etc. It was only the two of us, so I'm gonna let my colleague tell everybody what they think. But it was a good opportunity to get to know each other.
Excellent.
Not too much to answer your questions, but to get to know each other.
No, it's okay. There was just a stimulus, let's say, to start off a conversation. And today it's a very introductory session. So whatever we can get out of it is always
so maybe Vashkim can tell you about what we talked about.
Okay.
Yes, thank you, and hello to everyone. So in this session, basically, it's I heard many times that it's mentioned that the importance of connections. If we can vision the future, so we have to be very vigilant, making connections and in a healthy way. I mean in the future of this project or in the future of this road. So also the connections has its protocol and has its procedures. So it's important to understand that if we engage in the sessions, if we follow the knowledge from the others, so we can gain the new information, we can gain new ideas, and we can gain new connections. So I can emphasize that the connections and to know the procedures to get involved is really important. So I'm very happy to get involved in this session, because usually, you know, it's almost skipping this kind of very important session. So I'm happy to meet you all, and I hope in the next few days we can see each other again.
Definitely, we will be here. We'll be waiting for you. Did you say something more specific about your profile, who you are?
No, thank you for reminding me, because I just jumped directly in the thing. So my name is Vashke Morin. I'm from Kosovo. So I'm developing the digital medical platform asiandocia.com, and I'm trying to revolutionize this field, because it's kind of left aside, not in the main thing, in the main meaning, but in the from the patient side, it's left very aside. So the patient is a main role in this field. So I try to fix many problems of the patients. So I decentralized the 3 main components: institutional healthcare profiles, medical profile, and the patient profile. So these 3 components makes a very narrow target for human health. So
thank you so much. That is really interesting. And actually, can I say that I'm so happy to, I mean, we only spoke live to 4 of you, I think, but each of you has a different professional background, has a different type of professional businesses. I mean, That is amazing. So please keep joining our live sessions and take a look at the Entrepreneurship for All training curriculum. You will find it quite interesting, also because there is a micro-learning approach. That means that it's a quite short but effective types of sharing knowledge and engaging you. So please do so. You will find it very much interesting, useful.
Thank you very much
for your growth. Thanks a lot, everyone. Thank you so much for your valuable contributions. Just to share the last, sorry.
Are you going to share? Sorry,
okay.
Gabby.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So thank you again, and I'll see you in the next days.
Yes.
I will post my LinkedIn profile because I didn't do it earlier. And thank you so much from me, Gabriela Antezza, and I am representing Matera Hub.
Thank you, Gabby. Before we say goodbye, I want to share some nice things from the project so that everybody can join and take benefit of everything that we're creating for everyone. And just to let you know, this academy for dedicated to networking is going to be in 3 days: today, tomorrow, and Thursday, same time. We are developing strategies together on how to improve our networking skills and to gain from it. Okay, so basically on screen, I just found this image that I loved because that little phrase of being a giver for us, it's a very important characteristic of network. And we always think of what we can gain from connecting with others, but to gain from others, being a giver, it's an important thing. But before we say goodbye, there are a few links that we want to share with you. Okay, I know it's 4 different things. I'm going to tell you all about it. Do take a screenshot, take a picture, use the QR codes, okay, because these are invitations to different things. Number 1, the first one on your left, is our website, okay, where you will find all the info. Number 2 is the direct link to our learning pathways. And as Gabby just mentioned, we are developing 4 different learning pathways. Okay, 2 of them are already there, and I've been through them. They are fantastic. And the approach, as Gabby said, is through micro learnings. So you can really pick and choose your learning journey, okay, depending on what you feel you need to develop. So go there, take a look, start out. You are going to find interesting things, okay? The third one is an invitation to our LinkedIn community, okay? This is the space. It's already out there. This is the space. I was talking to Bashkim about it a minute ago. This is the space where we can share with each other, okay? Where we can share about ourselves, connect with others, okay? Because we truly believe in peer learning, and how through connecting with others is that we grow, okay? We grow together, and each other grows in its own area, okay? So please, before the end of the day, you have to promise that you are going to join our LinkedIn community. And the fourth one is a little present for you, okay? We are creating a nice, can we call it playlist maybe, of resources related to networking that we have found out there that we believe are very interesting, okay? Some readings, some very nice videos, some of them even funny, that will help us develop our own networking, because I believe with Kelly is not an easy job for some of us. So go there, and if you have something else to add that you know, please write to us, and we will be happy to add it to that playlist so that we all contribute. Okay, so take your time to take a screenshot of these 4 QR codes, and we want to welcome you. See you tomorrow at 12 Central European Time, where we are going to develop in more strategies on how to network. Thank you, everyone, for being here. You've been fantastic. Lovely to get to know you.